Hey, hey, hey. Good evening. Let's see. I'm having a bobbin issue. Hey, I'm biased. How you doing? I'm over here trying to figure out how all this thread got caught up in my bobbin. And I swear I can't see, and I got on glasses. It's one of those things. It's like, okay, got to start out working on it. Because last night I just was too tired. How you doing today? So I'm quilting a little kid's quilt. So it's not gonna take long. I just have to figure out how all this thread got stuck off in here yesterday. Well, last night maybe it was this morning because it was like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I got stuck as I was basting the stitch. Some of the thread got stuck in here, so now I'm trying to make sure that I got it all out and that I can actually turn everything. Okay, I see it. And so just trying to got my little tweezers and trying to get this blue thread up out of here because this thread is a detriment to your machine if you leave it in there, and then the machine will lock up. So not trying to have that and knock off the time. And I finally got the timing fixed on my other machine. Good evening, welcome in. Um, I am Sean. If you are new to the channel, today I am quilting. So I just figured I will come on live because I never really come on live a lot during random days, and I'm literally in here working every day. So I work on something every day. Um, so I figure I need to start coming on live more because I'm trying to get up to 1,000 subscribers. So I'm working on that. But right now, we're just working on 500. So we just want to get 500 new subscribers. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, whoever does. I see another person. Thank you all for coming in. Appreciate it. And as soon as I get all of this nice little thread from this little corner over here, we will be back in business, and I will be setting the design for this quilt. What I have to do first is set the frame. And so it's I have the software, so yeah, I feel some more thread in there. Um I have the software so that way I don't really have to worry about the I can automatically do it. I don't necessarily have to stand over it and do free motion. Now I like doing free motion because it gives you a little leeway. See, that's turning way better. So let me get my little brush. Make sure I got it all up out of there. Man, these little brushes, they don't last long. These little things, see that? Little things don't last long. They just be falling out. Unbiased, you enjoy the beach. I saw you were at the beach. I need me some beach in my life too, girl. Just a little moment away. That's what I feel like right now. Ooh, you know what? This whole thing dirty. Let me clean that. Okay. Go back to the task at hand. What you working on tonight, Queen? Can you hear me, by the way? Let me know if you can hear me or not, please, ma'am. Okay. I think I got it all. I'm gonna have to. I understand. I need some beach myself. Let me just tell you. So now, trying to figure out what to do my live tomorrow while watching you. Yes, I hear you. Great. Thank you. I'm glad you can hear me. Look, it's so many things. You do a lot of stuff too. I went ahead and pulled the string on us doing our t-shirt quilt. So we're gonna start the t-shirt quilt this Sunday. And so if you haven't seen it, I put out there's a piece of string all the way up in this thing. So let me figure out where that is. I swear, you have to be a mechanic with these things. Hey Donzel. Yes, I'm trying to do a little bit more live because I don't do it that often. But I'm always in here working, so I figured why not show all the little stuff? So, you guys will probably get some snippets here and there. Okay, this thread here is underneath. Like, that's pretty bright. Let me see if I can get that. So let me tell y'all, thread is the devil if it gets stuck in your stuff. So you gotta make sure that you get it all, because if that stuff, if it gets stuck in here in any way, then you could have a little problem on your hand. So let me see. All right, it's freely rolling. Nothing is blocking it. Okay, so let me test my little bobbin. We might be back in business. I made a t-shirt scarf. Oh, you did? That sounds nice. Okay, that's too tight. That sounds really nice, unbiased. A t-shirt scarf. I like that. We're gonna try it. Let me tell y'all what, this little dog is just barking for no reason, and it's getting on my nerves. She done found her little voice and thinks everybody wants to hear it. We don't. And I just don't even know. All right, so what I'm doing now is I'm testing my bobbin. So this bobbin is pretty big, so I lay it flat on a flat surface, and I'm seeing if I can pull it. It's kind of hard to pull, so what that means to me is going to be hard to pull up out of this bobbin case. So I need to adjust the tension, because the tension on your bobbin can also be detriment to your machine. It's the reason why we get bird's nests. It's the reason why we get a lot of issues with the machine. You have to make sure the bobbin has the right tension. And I do the drop test, but what I've learned is with this cotton thread, sometimes the drop tests don't work so well. Look, you said hot puppies. It's just one. It is just one. It's Honey. And let me tell you, Honey is out there doing the most, or downstairs. She hasn't even come upstairs, so I don't know. She's just down there barking. Probably see her shadow, because, she barks at that too. So are you guys working on anything, Donzel? What do you do? Because I know I don't see you on live or anything, but do you create and or sell anything? Because I would love to support. You're always in my lives and things, so I would love to do that if you are creating something. That little dog. Oh my God. Tell y'all now that's gonna get on my nerves. I'm gonna have to call my niece to tell her to come get this little dog. How's everybody doing? Thank you all for coming in. I'm Sean. I'm like off kilter today. Denzel is the bling king. Oh, is he? All right now, Denzel. All right, the bling king. I love it. That's pretty awesome. Okay, so this is pulling a little bit better, but it still sounds kind of bad. No, I just watch and support the channels. Well, thank you. We appreciate it. Now, where the Bling King come from, though, Donzel? See, she gave you a name. She said you the Bling King. All right, now let's see if I can do the drop test. Hold on, I'm doing it wrong. I got my arm up too high. Mm-mm. Still not good. Still not good. I may just have to get a new bobbin case and call it a day, because I'm not opposed to that either. Welcome in. Yeah, this is not doing right. So I know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna get a new bobbin case. Let's see. That's what I'm gonna have to do, because this bobbin case is having a little issue. So okay. Let me see. Be right back, guys. I'm right over here. I'm just gonna grab a new bobbin case. See if that will work. Because sometimes it's just a matter of making sure the hardware is correct. Oh, I'm right here. So, but in case I forgot this camera was right here, I'm sorry. I probably came way up close and personal. And I did mean to. Because I was just looking at this case. So this is a little bit better. Still having a little trouble. So let me send it just a little bit. Ow! I almost stabbed myself. I did. All right. Yeah, that's much better. It's pulling a whole lot better. Now let's do the drop test. Oh, my drop test still is not working properly because it's getting caught. It is getting caught. So let me see. Oh, she said Donzel has all the answers when people ask about bling. Oh, that's cool. Well, hey, that's what happens when you pay attention. You become an expert. All right, let's try it. See what we got here. All right, so I got my bobbin. It's a little bit better. Let's see. Yeah, because like all I need to do is go up and down, and it's sliding. It is moving. So we're gonna go with this and see what it does. Now I'm gonna have to get up underneath to look, because I want to make sure that it is doing what it's supposed to do. All right, so sure that it's in here properly. All right, I heard a click. Now, let me thread this needle. Oh, it's not even. No, it's not threaded right. Okay. And as we all know, if the needle isn't threaded properly, you can and will have issues. So we don't want that. We want to make sure that our needle is threaded properly. Oh, I don't have my scissors on. And I know I have a little, oh, here they are. A little clip-on scissors. Yeah, I like to have these. So that way I don't have to worry about it. Can I say, I like the, oh, thank you. Oh, this is my around the house jumpsuit. So I don't have to, I forgot it was orange though, but it is kind of like a salmon, kind of like a salmon color. All right, so now I'm just going to thread this thing. So let me see. I'm going to try to get you all closer. I may have to put another device online so that I can get closer. I thought about moving the camera that's over there. So basically, but I don't know where I would hang it because I have to have it connected as well as connected to the computer because currently it's over my cutting table, the cutting mat. So what I probably will do now, before I do all my setting up of things, I'm going to just test this out. And I'm not going to test it out on my quilt either. I'm going to give it a little bit of space. So let me see. All right, so it did not catch the bobbin, so that's bad. Did the bobbin even come through? Now it came through, but let me see if I'll be able to pull it. Where did it go? All right, let me check this because it did come through, but nope, it came through the wrong place. Like it was literally outside the bobbin, so that's not good. That may have been how all of that got stuck in there before. So let me try this one more time. And this is called a tie off. What I'm trying to do is catch my bobbin thread from the bottom and pull it to the top. And so when I do that, like I said, it's called a tie off, so that I literally can start the quilting process. But let me tell you something. There's a bunch of thread. I gotta figure this out because I see a lot of All right, let me pull this over here so I can see what's happening and what's what. All right, so I do have bobbin thread, which is great. Now, all right, let me cut both of these. I'm going to slide this back over here, and I'm going to take and just run a seam down the side just to see, make sure it's stitching properly. And I have all my little threads. Where did you get? Oh, my long arm machine. I bought that from I bought this from one of the dealers here in Dallas, but it's a handy quilter, so you can buy from any handy quilter distributor. Um, yep, and it's called a long arm. So, all right. So now, what you want to do when you're doing something like this is make sure you pull it off and cut the threads, and then I'm going to look on the back to see. This top looks great. Top looks great. Stitches look really nice, but I need to check this back and see. Yeah, this look a hot mess, but I did back up. Okay, so my backup looks horrible, but my going forward, let's see. So this stitch all the way down here. Let me check this. Okay, so that looks nice. I just shouldn't have backed up. Okay, that was my fault. All right, so I think we're good. At least for now. I'm going to um, see if I can go ahead, set my area. I have a stippling that I'm going to put on this. And I have, like, I'll bring you guys a little closer so you can kind of see this stuff. Because, hey, Miss Linda. So this is the little superhero. It's a panel that I'm putting on back of. The back of it is a flannel. It feels really nice. And I'm using black backing on this. It's for a little boy. Um, and what I'm going to do is set my area. And so with Pro Stitcher Lite, you have the ability to set your area. And so that's what I have to do first. And all the area does, it let the machine know where it should be stitching. So I'm going to do that. Let's see if that'll sit there. So you guys can kind of see. I wish I had like a zoom. But what I'm going to do, let me find my little stylus. I had it last night when I left out of here, guys. I was so upset with that thread. Let me just tell you. So, okay, what I'm going to do, I love my overhead lighting because it makes I can see so much better. All right, so last night I ended up, I need to pull this back down just a tad because I rolled it and I should have left it off. Oh, guys, let's see. Here we go. All right, I think now, because what I want to do is make sure when I frame it, it will be good. So let me go in here and set my area first. And so all that means is I'm framing it. I'm going to frame the outside. So let's start at the top corner here and just do 2 corners. And then I go off of the garment and then frame that. So that puts me a big outside frame on. Then once I get ready for the actual inside of it, I come right down below the top and I set my area. So that's one point, and then I go down here to the tip, right at the edge of this point as far as it'll go, and I set my second point. So what that does is it's going to give me a box that I can actually do all the work in. And so once I set this up, then my screen has these 2 boxes in it that I can actually use. And so for the second box in the inside in the purple is where I will actually put all of my stitching and stuff. So what? I'm thinking this computer is touchscreen, and it is not. All right. So this is the box. I'm going to go select my stippling. Then once I select the stippling, I'll show you guys what that looks like because it's pretty cool. It does, oh, you know what? I probably should have gotten that thing that Dimps had told me about with the, told us about in one of her lives, that neck thing. I got one of those. I went and bought it that same day she told us about it. All right, so now I have my stippling. The problem is I need to modify it and make it smaller because it is too long. So I'm just going to reduce the size of it a little bit, bring it in. Because one of the things that I found out, if you go cropping it and doing some of these other things to it, what happens is it actually ends up cutting some of the lines. So like, let me show you. Yeah, here we go. So like on this, for example, let's see what you can see. So on this, for example, if I had left this outside here, then I take and crop it, or so when you crop, you can either crop it from the outside or the inside. If I had cropped it, it would have broke those stitches, and so then that would make me have to get up every time it ends and all of that. Nobody has time for that. So all I did was resized it. I reduced the width. Now I'm going to reduce the height just a little bit because I see it on the lines here and I don't want it telling me that it's going to be a problem. So I'm going to set this as my baseline stitch pattern. It is inside the purple lines, and so another way that I do this is I take, and you can see, just make sure that your start and this red is your finish, that you can see everything within the purple, then you know you're not outside the stitch line. So now I've baselined it. It is really ready to quilt. So then all I do is hit this run button. It's going to do another jump stitch for me. And because last night when I was first working on this, I actually took and ran a little stitch, but that's when I realized something was wrong with the machine. And so it gave me a problem now. One of the things I'm noticing is this is a little bit too bouncy. So it should be taught like it does in embroidery, but this is a bit bouncy. So I need to make this more stable. And the way that I do that is by fixing this part here. So I'm gonna put you over here so I don't knock this down. But what I'm going to do is take and I have this that will allow me to pull more, but I just need to pull this a little bit tighter. So I'm going to do it from this side right here. And so once I get this a little bit more taut, so it's not as tight as the drum like we do on the embroidery machine, but it is significantly close because the tighter you have it, the better it is like on our stitching. So that means you don't have any, it's not going to be too loose. Okay, so I'm going to pull that just a little bit so that it's now. So it's still bouncy. I'll fix this in, but I can tell the difference in the pull. So the other thing I try to do is make sure I don't have any Now, something feels wrong. Yep, I thought so. So what's happening here is there's some sag in my backing, which is why it's not as tight as I think it should be. So you have to check the whole thing. And because I've been messing around with the thread and probably pressing on it is why it ended up like that. Okay, so the way I'm doing this is called floating. So I'm actually floating my top and my batting. Normally your batting goes around here when you're doing one of those, when I'm doing a bigger quilt, I put it around here just like that. And I can, I want this as flat as possible. And I need to make sure that I am not going to catch this batting because I've flipped it underneath, right? So I got to make sure this batting is going to be okay and not going to mess up the stitch when it comes down this end down here. So I'm just going to fold this a little bit better so that I don't have any issues. And so one of the other things that I have and can use are these bar clips, so that for some reason, if I feel like it's not tight, I sometimes come over here and just clip my batting. So that way, this way it's definitely tight and I don't have to worry about me pulling or getting it caught. So it literally just slides on, makes it a little bit tighter. Now I can go back in here and pull this side to me, making sure, because this batting is super soft, I'm trying to make sure I got the batting and the backing. Okay, I do. So, all right. I'm gonna tell y'all, I be in here sometimes just going off because this stuff, it takes a little time to get it set up. But once you get it set up, it's good to go. Anybody have any questions? Nope, not right now. Okay, but thank you guys for joining. I am Sean. If you are new to the channel, oh wait, there's a lot of stuff. Hey, Miss Linda. I wouldn't know what to do with that machine. Hey, Miss Tammy. All right. So now we're gonna get it started, and we're gonna go from there. So I have to hold the thread because it will do a tie off. Wait a minute. I had a pin. Okay. Look, I'm making sure nothing's up here. Gotta make sure nothing's up there. All right. So it gives me a little screen to tell me all the things about the stitching, if I'm doing a tie off, if I'm doing a pull up, and I'm doing all of those things. So you see it moving. It's coming all the way down here to my start. Now, it did that one. This is called the pull up pause. So it pulls the bobbin from the bottom so that I can pull it off to the side. It did that, did it fine. Now it's just waiting on me to hit the resume button. And once I hit resume, it's gonna stitch it a couple times, then it'll take off. And then once it takes off, what I'll do is I'll tie, it does its own little tie off, but I do mine too. I tie a little knot, and then, so I'm using blue thread here. I'm gonna tie this off, and then I'm gonna cut it. And then I'll bring you guys over here so you can kind of see what it's doing. But it's doing a little stippling pattern. And it looks really cool. I think it looks nice. So, and here's the actual, you can see what pattern it's following and all of that on the screen. It's just going. So now, thank you. It does. It comes out really, really good. And then as it continues to do its thing, it's going to go all the way over to the side, finish up. Then all I do is I roll it up some more, start it where it left off. And using this, it probably will take, I would say maybe an hour, maybe um, an hour for the stitching. Let's see. When this is done, the machine automatically moves to the next set. No, I have to actually move it. I have done my own, what I call my own free pattern, Miss Chris, and welcome in, by the way. Good evening. So yes, I have done freehanded myself. Let me tell you, child, I be all over the place. I write my E's and L's and all of that into the blanket. But yes, ma'am, I will definitely, once this part is done, I'll have to roll it up. It's not automatic. It's not automatic. But there's also a lot of things to be done. Like you got to cut the stitches. So you wouldn't want to necessarily do that unless it was cutting the jump stitches. And so that would be nice. And I'm quite sure they by now they probably have a machine that does. This is the lowest end of um, the what's it called, handy quilters that there is. So this one is this, it's the baby, it's the smallest, but it gets the job done. It definitely gets the job done. And you guys can see how the stippling looks. It feels really, really nice. Now this is the one thing that I love. It's like instant gratification to see it quilting it and to look at the stitches. And so that part I truly, truly love. So it looks really nice. And it's a dark blue on these yellows and then the lighter blues, which is really nice. A lot of people, I do use a lot of white and grays, but since it was a little boy, I'm like, I could use some blue. I have blue. So, and I also have a blue bobbin. I was trying to close y'all up, my bad. Let's see. What size is this? It's gonna be kid size. That's what we're gonna call it. Kid size. It's a regular panel, and I didn't measure it, but I normally do, so that I know what my material is that I need, but I didn't this time. Let me do that. Hold on one second. So it is um, almost a yard across. It's actually a yard and 3/7, and then down it is. Let me go this way. So this is looks like a yard and 1/8. So little kid, probably like a eighth grader could cover up not an eighth grader, sorry, an 8-year-old, 10-year-old. You could definitely do them. They will be fine. But yes, this is the Moxie. They have a new Moxie. It's called the XL. That came out a little while after I bought this. So while this is doing that, I have another top that I need to press. Let me turn on the because I made this top, and Miss Linda can tell you guys this. I made this top during COVID. I mean, during COVID, I made the top. Like, I ain't did nothing with it, but I'm finna do something with it because I'm gonna take it and donate it to my quilt guild. It's gonna be my first donated quilt. Um, and I think the material is so pretty. It's a top that I did again years ago during COVID. So I'm going to show you guys here in a minute. Oh, you've never floated your quilt? Yes, ma'am. I floated mine. Yes, 36 by 40. Yes, ma'am. So I tend to float most of them. Depends on the size. And the only reason why I do it takes so it's I mean it takes a lot of time out of me having it all on the whole thing. But at least floating this the my binding I mean my batting and the top it makes it pretty quick. I watched some other lady do that and that's where I got it from. Let's see, while that's quilting, I'm going to show you guys this other top I have here. I like the, oh, well, thank you. Yep, it's like, it's a stippling. Um, so this is probably one of my first big quilts that I did. Um, and this one is all pieced together. And so I'm going to have to, once I iron it, and it's pretty big, but once I iron it, and it has like sun, moon, stars, that kind of stuff. And I want to put a purple backing on it, but it's very colorful. And I had added some little pieces in here that I'm gonna make sure that they get stitched down. But look how much back here. It's pretty tall, pretty big. And I pieced this. This is like my first piecing one. Like I was so proud of this because this is like I have um all my seams and everything. Let me tell y'all, when I finished this was the time when I actually pieced this one and Miss Linda might remember because I think I did this one on video. I was piecing it on the floor. Like I'm literally laying on the floor trying to get it together. And this is when I was like, oh no, if I'm gonna do more of these, I'm going to need to have me a wall so that I can put all this stuff on there. I had, what did Sammy say? I love everything. I will have to rewatch the video for the technique. I've learned something new tonight. Oh, thank you. Well, look, it's very easy. I load my bottom one first, and I make sure that that bottom is on there and secure. So I load it here first on the bottom, and then I bring my bottom up to the top row and connect that. And then once I connect that and I have it tight, then I lay down my batting. And I just put my batting a little bit over that bottom row underneath it. So that way it'll start the rolling process. Um, and then because we have our batting there, it easily lays the quilt lays really flat once you got the batting there. So that's it. And then I do run a top stitch across the top. So it's done. So that's done. So now it's time to roll it and move it. So I'm gonna just bring you guys right here because I don't want to knock the computer down. But so it's done. It has done its little tie off stitch. And so what I'm going to do is cut this and then I'll roll it and move it. Now, there is a way for me to put this design in for the full length of this quilt. So I can do that. I just didn't because I felt like I was taking too much time. So All I'm going to do now is move this out of the way. I'll take this clip up. And so, Miss Linda, sometimes if this is too slack, I use one of these to clip that, just to hold it up. Now, once I get this rolled up here, I won't have that problem. So let's move it. Let's move this bad boy. And so all I do is roll my slack here, pull that back down, and then I roll this up. Oops, let's take this off. And I try my best to keep it even. So, because that is definitely what we want. And it looks really good. So, because I've been using this so long, I actually know where I want to stop. So I let my stippling, I'm going to let it stop right here, but I need to make sure that I don't have a lot of slack still in this one. Very same techniques that you would do if you were moving this whole thing. Very similar. So now I have that, and let me lock this one. And of course, we have to make sure that this thing stays straight, because the one thing that happens, guys, as you are using like stippling and all that stuff, is this stuff shrinks. It by you putting it in there, it is definitely shrinking. So I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to look back here and see the stitches, see what it's looking like. Okay, so all I'm gonna do is bring this back over here to my starting point. Right there. And I'm going to tighten this back up. Make sure I have part of it here. And then once I do that, I'll be ready to start over again. Start it all over again. All right. So now it is flat. It's ready to go. And all I do is go back to my Pro Stitcher, grab my little needle thread here, hit run, proceed, and it literally starts over. It's going to do all the same magical things it did before. I'll be right back to read the chat. It's going to do a tie off. So this is just for me to grab my bottom thread, which is my bobbin thread. Now I hit resume back. It's going to do a couple stitches to tie it off itself, and then I tie it again when it starts rolling. All right, so I give myself some room because the machine can definitely come back in your space. And so all I do, I'm just tying a little knot here with the thread that I had pulled off, tying that. Then I'm gonna clip it and let it do its thing. Now, y'all know I keep my little trash cans everywhere. So I got my little trash can, put some thread clips in there. Now, the only thing I might be a little bit concerned about is how far to the top it's gonna go. It doesn't look like it's gonna hit, but it might. Now let's see what you ladies and gentlemen are saying. Roll. Thank you, Dazelle. Can I see that iron? This one, it's the Panasonic 360. Let's see. Miss Chris said, will you use the backing fabric as binding? Yes, ma'am. Bringing it to the front. Absolutely. You right there with me. I was so thinking about that. Like, yes, ma'am. That's exactly what I want to do. Bring it to the front. Do you use? I have never used a pantograph. I've seen them and they can fit on the back of there, and there's a whole class on that, but I've never done it. I figure for me, I would probably free motion before I did a pantograph, but I've seen them. Um, yep. So it is rolling. I'm over here ironing, trying to press out this top. Because, like I said, once it starts going, it's not going to take long. It doesn't take long at all. And I actually don't even have it running fast. So, but they run. They run. They can roll. I'm 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 kind of like with this machine the way I was with my embroidery machine when I first got it. I was running it slow. Now I think be running at 1,000 or better. Let it go. Okay, what was going to say? Did you post your pillow? I did post it. I posted it in the group last night, unless I posted in the wrong group. I hope not. But I think I posted it in the group last night. It should be right under the comment of what did you make this weekend? I thought I put it under there. Right before your pillows, Miss Linda. Can you check and see? Cause I thought I did. John, don't need John. New computerized. Okay. I brought procedure and trying to find a good home. Oh, okay. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Do you like your Pro Stitcher? Because you have the full one, I'm quite sure. Yeah, I think that's it's Pro Stitcher Lite that I have that goes on the Moxie. But I can purchase and I will purchase the design piece because I really, really want to do the design. So far, I've just been for things I wanted to design my own. I just design it and upload it because I can still do that too. Uh-oh, I don't like the sound of that. Well, it looks good. Oh, guys, it is perfect. Like, I just got one little bitty crossover, but it still looks good. You can't tell it's in the dark blue. It's all good. I saw the pillow on Instagram. Okay, yes, I posted it everywhere. I was like, I love this pillow. I can't wait to make the next one. Like, that was so easy. I thought about making one while this stuff was doing its thing, and I might, but I need to work on my mystery quilt, guys. Like, my my quilt deal, we have a mystery quilt, and I'm supposed to be making it. I need to be cutting that material. I got a whole bag down here of the material, and I have the instructions. I need to start cutting them squares because they're all into sewing mode. They probably got some of them ladies. They don't work, so they probably already have their tops completed. So I have to do mine. I know they're gonna be like, "What happened to that girl? She decided she was gonna be in the quilt, do the mystery quilt, and they never came back to a meeting yet." I went to the Modern Quilt Guild meeting, so I was just trying to see what it was like. It was so good. I enjoyed it. They had a lady there that does um art quilting, and when I tell you, it is phenomenal. I really want to take her class, and I may be able to on the 22nd. Oh my God, guys. Let me tell y'all. Her quilts are amazing. I took a picture with her and I bought her book because it is such the art pieces. Like inside of her, she does some hand embroidery in her quilts. She also does paint. She uses acrylic paint in her quilts as well. What she say? Did you see the crochet reading pillow? Oh no, I missed the crochet reading pillow, Miss Linda. Mystery quilt sounds nice. I know. I can't wait. I mean, you know, I'm trying not to look at the website or their Facebook page because I don't want to know what it is. I just want to do the cuts and make it. So I really do. Been missing my meetings too. Oh yes, ma'am. And so there's an all African American quilt guild here too in Dallas, and I want to go to one of their meetings. I haven't had an opportunity to make it to their meetings because every time they meet, I've been out of town. So I need to figure out when they're meeting this time. And I actually got invited to their retreat. And I think that would be a great place for me to go because I have not, I need to practice. And I've been enjoying the piecing that me and Miss Linda been working on because I need to get my practice skills back up to where they were for Christmas so I can get these Christmas quilts out on my website. I'm trying to figure out what I want to focus on. A lot of people last year like the Black Santas. I did 3 of those. Um, and so just to get a couple of quilts done and ready for Christmas because people like stuff like that. This is going to be so cute. And I'm going to enjoy quilting this. I think I'm going to use some suns. I think I saw a pattern that had suns, the sun. So maybe I'll do that. Okay, I'm trying to press down these little squares I added here and didn't stitch down. I probably should stitch them down. Because what was I thinking? Oh, you know what? I know what. I can glue them with, I have some of that glue that you shake and it like seals stuff for life. You just have to use the Teflon sheet that comes with it. Now, where is that little stuff? And then I'm going to show you guys what's going on. How the quilting is coming along. Because it is definitely doing its thing. I do really enjoy the quilting. And I definitely enjoy the piecing. Oh, here it is right here. So this stuff I found at one of the sewing shows. And it's called Von Nash Fuse It powder. Literally, you put this stuff underneath there. You got to use this. You have to use this Teflon sheet, but you just sprinkle a little bit down. Baby, this stuff ain't going nowhere. It looks like a little bit of salt or something. You just shake a little bit on there, but it's very granular. And you put it under whatever you want to bond. And I'm gonna show you guys. So I'm putting it on this. So I got it on top of here, and I got you know what? I have a little thing. Let's see, some sort of little brush where I can move it over. Uh-oh, it's at the end. Now I'm just going to put this under here. Make sure I got the edges really good. Now, the way this works is I just take this sheet, put it over there, take my hot iron, press it. She said don't really iron it, you just gotta press and hold. And this is good. I mean, it's not gonna come off. And this is considered a non-stick sheet. You know, I always wanna do this all bad, right? Okay, so look, I didn't put a little bit there. Everything else is stuck down. So now the one thing about this iron is you got to remember when you take it off the charger, it's no longer charging. So you got to make sure you put it back on the charger so it'll stay hot. You know, don't act like me. All right, so now that's good. We're gonna go over here. That one was the worst one. All the others stayed down after I ironed them. So okay. Let me close this up so we don't waste it because this is expensive little stuff here. And it does not wash out. So once it sits and it's bonded, it's there. All right. So let's roll this on up. Keep on going. We're going to keep going. Anybody working on anything tonight? And thank you guys for joining. Let me show you what it looks like. So this is what it looks like. We're still going. Still looking good. Still looking good. The little superhero kitties are looking good. Anybody else working on anything tonight? So now let me take that off and cut this. Unbiased, you figure out what your live gonna be about? She's still there. All right. Now let's take this off here. Move that. Let me move this over here. I've been missing my meeting too. Okay. Now let's push that over there. So this actual white structure here is 8 feet. So technically I could do a pretty large size quilt. So that's the good part. I could definitely do a big one. Maybe like a queen. Sometimes I do this the long way so that it only takes me 2 rolls. So that way, like literally you did like this half, boom, yeah, and it would have been done. Okay. Oh, that was the bulk. Yay, the stippling looks nice on the back. It looks so good back here. I can't wait to show you guys as soon as I get this, as soon as we get this finished. Let's see. I need a little bit more slack. Here we go. Now, there have been times where I stopped it way too far down. So I'm going to tell you what I do. Because I use this stippling a lot, and I am a professional at my little zigzag lines, as I call them, I can come into this after it stops, and I add them. I just add them back. Add it right on in, free-handed, free motion, and there you go. Do it myself. I add it back now. That's perfect. Let's move this back over here. And so the way that I do this, because I pretty much got this stippling set, I don't have to do much in terms of it's already there, it's already set. Move the machine back over here, press start, ready to rock and roll again. All right, let's see what this is. You know what, Miss Chris? I thought I was going to, but I don't think so. I don't have it centered the way it should. So I may just get me some yellow and bind it with yellow. And as you can see, after this one, I just got one more to do, and then this baby's ready to be pulled out and ready for binding. Yep. All right, let me grab my thread again. And I have a whole bunch of different feet for this machine that I have not used. I really want to use the couching foot. All right, so it's moving again. I'll come over and see what you guys are saying here in a second. All right, so this is my pull up and pause is what they call it. All right, off to the races. Okay, I can't tie a knot right now. There we go. I'm like, what's happening? There we go. Knot's tied. Now let's put this off of here. Now, one thing I noticed about this little thing is just shredding. I don't know why. So that means I'm really going to have to make sure that inside is binding really, really good. Okay, let's see what you all are saying. Good evening. Welcome in to anyone I didn't get to talk to. I'm going back through. I can't wait to see that crochet pillow. Oh, hey, Miss Marissa, welcome in. I am working on, do you bind the quilt? I have done it on this, on the long arm as well. I tried it like a couple times. I didn't like it though. But I do see why people do it because it's so fast and you can lock with, I think locking the wheels and just coming straight down, that makes it easy. Like that makes it really, really easy. So I did like that part. But it's binding from the front to the back, and I don't like that part. I want my binding to be back to front. That's the preference. So I tried it. I didn't really like it. So I haven't done it. Excuse me again. I am super proud of myself. I'm like getting this rolling thing. I ain't measured yet. Besides us measuring to see how long it was. And the funny thing is, how about on the street? Of course they got a quilt shop. Look at there. But it is quilting quite nicely. And see, can y'all see right here? So see the quilting back here? It's a darker blue. But I mean, it looks really good. And this is so soft. But, yep. So it's cool. It's doing this thing. Got pizza, delivery, taxi cab. But overall, it's looking good. It is looking good. I was looking into getting stencils to do their design. Okay. Meandering. I like that. Hey, meandering makes it more of a unique quilt because you're probably not meandering the same way every time. Ooh, you got 5 tops waiting. Look at you. Okay, so you're gonna have to set yourself a goal to get these other tops done. Get them done. You can do it, Miss Linda. You can do it. For the queen size quilt I made 20 plus years ago and haven't put it together. Really? Oh. All right, Miss Marissa, we're gonna have to take that quilt out of the bag or box or cupboard, wherever you got it stored. So you can piece it together, put it, sandwich it, and we can get it quilted. Now, Miss Marissa, here's the question. Do you have a long arm? What are you gonna quilt it on? And you said it is a queen size quilt. Or now have you been too busy to do it? So what's holding you back? Come on, tell us. You amongst friends. Guys, I'm trying this new magic spray. It's actually really good. Because I've been a Easy Press. Was it Easy Press? I can't remember the name. Best Press girl for years. But I don't know. Magic, faultless people winning. This stuff here is stiff as a board. So welcome to the live, guys. I'm Sean, and I'm the owner of Go Savvy Designs, where I do all of the things. Let me tell you. I sew, I quilt, I cut acrylic and wood. As a matter of fact, I made these amazing coasters this weekend. I absolutely love them. Wasn't my design. I purchased the design, but I love them nonetheless because I had to put all the additional stuff in it. It was just about a blank set of coasters, and then I upgraded them by adding additional stuff into the center of the coasters. So what we're working on tonight is using some automation to quilt a panel is what's on the long arm right now. And I've just finished ironing. Ooh, that still looks wrinkled. I just finished ironing this one that I pieced together several years ago. And I'm going to quilt it and donate it to my quilt guild as one of the donation quilts that we give to the hospitals. I also have to finish my little doggy bed quilts because I'm trying to win for the number of hours this year. I'm going to give me something because I've been doing a lot. I did a lot of them dog pads. I need to finish those up before the 22nd, I believe, is when we have our next meeting. So that I can take all of those, this quilt. Let's see. I have no idea where to start. I only have an embroidery machine, a sewing machine. And it's a top. I'm going to give my embroidery machine a shot at quilting a twin size book. So, do you have a single needle embroidery machine or a multi needle embroidery machine? Kind of makes a difference. But if you have a multi needle, there is a the widest hoop that it can take. You can actually put it in there and make it a, what's the term for it? A split design. So you could actually do it as a split design where you embroider in your stippling like I'm doing there. So you can definitely go on one of the software packages and design the whole thing out and then cut it. And so if you have a multi-needle, yes, you use your sash frame, then you can put it in there and have it all laid out and then just move the actual material in the sash frame, which makes it a lot easier. I did that when I first started. Now, don't get me wrong, I also did it on my single needle too, but I was just doing mug rugs. All right, we are almost to the end of this one, and we're gonna roll it. We may have to roll it one more after this roll, but it's definitely close. And I feel like I accomplished something today because I was downstairs earlier doing some acrylic. All right, that is done. And see, I'll come back and clip all these little edges and all these little thread pieces. Yep, it's going to be one little bit left. Trying to see. So it'll be down here at the bottom where I have to bring, well, no. I was thinking about the fact that I'm going to have a line here, but I may not. So let me see. Let's lock that in. And roll this back this way. Okay. Perfecto. I'm getting sleepy. I didn't take a nap today. I always try to take me a little nap, but I did not. So I know I'm going to call it a night early. And it may just be once I get the other one on here, then I'll set that up to be done tomorrow. And that'll be, at least I've accomplished this. I would love to get the binding done. I'll find something fun for the binding. All right, now I will be back shortly to see what's going on in the chat. The unbiased says she figured out what she was going to do in her live. She was trying to figure that out earlier. All right, let's see. Got that. It is literally just a tab left to do. I wish this would have been a wide back and fabric. If it had been a wide back fabric, I would have no problems pulling this around to the front. But it wasn't a wide back. All right. Now, let's see. Let me go back and catch up. She says she ended up. Oh, I have a PE 800 brother persona. Okay. Oh, you have a SWF 12 needle. Okay. I like SWF machines. They're so nice. But yes, you can use your sash frame. I would use your sash frame. I'm assuming it came with the SWF. I need to learn. Yes, ma'am. Started quilting out hot pads. Oh, okay. That'll be nice, Miss Chris. Now, are hot pads like your pot holders? That is nice. What software do you use, Miss Chris, for your design? Okay. So this is almost done. Let me show you guys. It's almost done. Just following the pattern, but it's looking really cool. Looking really, really cool. So it's definitely getting almost there. I'm super excited. Thank you. Oh, Pastel Rose size stick. Okay, that's pretty nice. Oh, Sew It Pro. Okay. I have Sew It Pro. My problem is I'm just trying to I'm I'm just trying to with my digitizing stuff. I've been using Embroidery because I have all that too. Thank you, Denzel. Thank you, Miss Linda. It's almost done. Then we'll clean these edges up. And let's see what we're going to use for binding. I really could use that yellow I used yesterday on the live. That was pretty. But because I have these stripes, I'm very tempted because I'm going to have enough of this flannel. I'm really tempted to just cut me some of that and use that as the binding. I need to learn, see what, I don't know what that said, Miss Linda. I need to learn, see what, but I've been busy. Okay, there's something you want to learn. Okay, gotcha. There you go. Help is on the way. Yeah, I think the yellow would make it pop a little bit, just a little bit, because I'm not a big person for red, so that's out. It would have to be, I think the yellow would just make it pop on the sides. So here's the quilt for my other bag. Like I may have shown you guys this when I was doing something yesterday, but this will be for my larger bag. I gotta cut out. But the quilting pattern is like squares, if you will. Let me show you the back. So it's like the little diamonds. I don't know if you can see those. Let me see. It's like a diamond pattern. But yes. So I'm gonna cut this out in the big bag. It's that B bag from Orange Quilting Company. I need to cut out the bigger part of it. Sew it up. All right, let's look at some yellow, see if I can cut some strips really quickly. I'm gonna leave that there, and then hey, Miss Soyini, how you doing? All right, so I'm gonna iron this yellow and let y'all see what's happening because it's almost at the end now. It is almost at the end. Then all we got left is this little part to do down here. And I'm gonna free motion this because it ain't gonna, yeah, it ain't gonna take long. I'll free motion this part right here. Thought I may do that, but I think that's good. But I'm gonna definitely do this part here. I'll free motion it. You guys get to see that. All right, so I'm gonna use the yellow. It's gonna be my binding. You know what? Let me look and see though. Hold on, because y'all know I don't really like to cut strips, especially if I have me some jelly rolls, and I did. So let's find a jelly roll that we can use, and that's a pretty color. Oh, I think I might have something here. I really want a light color, so because the light color will definitely make it pop. I'm looking to see, and these are girly colors. Can't do that to the little boy. Not unless that's what he asked for. And ain't nobody asked for that. Okay. You know what I think I have over here? I have another jelly roll that I bought at Quilt Market. And it is super soft because it is flannel and it has yellow in it. So this is Maywood Studios. This is from Maywood Studios. See this? It has a lot of colors in it. Let me bring it to the light. So it has a lot of colors in it. Lots of colors. And they're solids. So, well, maybe they're not solids. They're almost solids. The majority looks like solids, but it doesn't look like they may be. All right, so we're going to open this. It is 10:30 here. My goal is to have this quilt off the machine. And I'm not promising I'm going to have another one on it tonight because I don't think so. But oh my God, that feels amazing. Okay, that feels super, super nice. Come on, Maywood Studios. That's what I'm talking about. This feels amazing. So we can use yellow. Let's see what these yellows are looking like. Man, these are some pretty colors. All right, these are gold, so their colors not really yellow, but gold. So we're gonna take these over here so I can let you all see what these. It feels so nice. Uh-oh, knocking down things. All right, so here we go. Let you all see what this looks like, because that's not gonna be bad, and it feels so nice. It really feels amazing because it's wool, guys. And look at the cool little pattern. It's got a little pattern way in it. Oh boy. There's different patterns. Okay. Oh man, that sucks. This blanket might have 4 different patterns. Let's see. Ain't that about something else? Let me go see. They got jokes. Why can't I have a couple of the same colors? Come on, man. It's okay though. It's okay. Because I got a fix for that. Watch me work. So, I'm going to go get the blue. Hold, please. Hold, please. I'll be right back. So, they don't have a blue like talking about, and I'm not a red fan, but since it's for a little boy, I can make an exception. All right, so I'm thinking these 2 colors for my bindings. What y'all think? Because they at least have the same pattern. So where's this? Here's the diamond. Well, they don't have a stripe. Not like that. Almost looks like houndstooth. Let me see. Nope. Mm-mm. So definitely no. Okay. Since this is it's not that big, so it's not going to be that difficult to do. So really like the bright yellow from the yardage. That was from yesterday. I think she's talking about it. Yep, yep. I do too. This I think so. Yeah, I agree. The yellow pops. Makes it look like a kid quilt. This might have it looking a little, I don't know, although it feels amazing. It does feel amazing. All right, I'm gonna have to cut some strips, but guess what? I'm not gonna use my Axium. I'm just gonna iron it, and then I'll have the Axiom cut those things up real quick. But I do love the feel of that flannel. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to roll this up, freehand this bottom, then we're gonna take this off, and we're gonna be ready to use the Axiom right here. Cut us up some strips, and then we'll be ready to rock and roll. I need to hang that photo because it keeps falling. All right. Okay, because what I don't want to do, I'm so sleepy right now. Oh, there will be no oopsies, and I don't want to make no oopsie on my binding. So I'm going to do that tomorrow because I really feel very sleepy. Because I didn't go to bed till late last night. I'm going to tell y'all, it was crazy because I was up in here trying to figure out why the machine had eating up the thread. Like it was like chewing thread for dinner. All right, so let me do me a tie off really quickly. I'm gonna start right here. Uh-oh, did my heel stop up? Yes. All right, now. All right, so let's see if I can sit you all right here. Let me pull this. All right, now I'm gonna move you guys over here. Let me see, any questions? Not for me. That's been so mean. I told you to go to bed. I was trying, but that thread had me. I was trying to get the thread. The thread had me. Okay, guys, so this is what we call free motion quilting. What I'm about to do here has no rhyme or reason. Some people free motion, they do all the things. I free motion, and I just go with how I feel, and I just try not to go back the same way I came. Now, if this thing starts beeping, you know I'm going too fast. It'll tell me slow the heck down, girl. Going too fast. So the way I learned to free motion quilt is literally by doing a whole bunch of letters and what I call my non-readable, non-legible cursive. I do a lot of E's, a lot of F's, a lot of L's. So people just looking at it can't tell it's those things. But in my mind, it's E's and L's and fives. Some U's, sometimes I just put a U there. But at the end of the day, I find this very fun. And I'm almost down here to the end. And I'll show you guys my little pattern. I don't think it looks bad. Now, here you guys go so you can see what I did. So I made a Y here, came over here, made a backwards 5 and a Y over here, connected another Y with an F and an S and a 5 upside down. I'm just doing all the stuff. But that's it. That's how I brought it all together, close it out. Boom. Now we take it off. But first, I actually like to cut it right here. So I do cut it before I take it off. Let's see what you guys think. I do. I use red snappers. Yes, I love those things. I use the red snappers and those big blue things too. Um, I want the free motion kit that I can get with my brother Persona, but they won't sell the kit without the table. Oh, you absolutely need the table. Let me tell you, that table is life because if you don't have the table, here's what happens. So over time, the weight of the fabric and all of that is going to pull on your arms because there's nothing under there to catch. So rolling it up, holding it up, moving, none of that's not going to work. You have to have the table because what it does is it stabilizes the material, and as you're moving it and all of that, it does not weaken those arms. So you need that for the arms. Yeah, you have to have the table. It's a must. It is a must when you're trying to do something like that. Otherwise, you mess up your arms, and you don't want to look. For the money you will pay to replace the arms, you could have bought the table. So, yep, I would say put the table on your Christmas list. Put the table on your Christmas list. All right, so I got I have batting shears. Can y'all see that? Oh yeah, I'm standing right there. Okay. I couldn't even see my own self. All right, so I'm just gonna cut the whole thing from right here. There we go. Now, if I had another one that I had to come behind it, all I had to do was pull this and keep rolling. Like literally, if I had two that were gonna be the same, just pull it up there, keep it going. Especially if it was gonna be on the same. So now all I do is unroll this like so. And I'll take off these. And my quilt is officially off. Oh, it came through there. Now, there we go. So it's off. And this is what it looks like. It's really nicely quilted. Okay, and so here is my back, so you can see what the back looks like. I still have some things I need to clip. Those little edges, remember, because there was a lot of edges on the back. But it's quilted. It looks really, really good. Yep, so that means I did my bobbin right. This is another way to tell if you jack your bobbin up. But I mean, it looks really, really good. I'm very pleased with the quilting. Very pleased. Now I just have to get the binding cut, and I'll do all that tomorrow. And one of the things I like to do, guys, because I don't want to wrinkle anything. Ooh, dang man, I have to hang that thing. Um, is just lay it back over here until tomorrow, and then I'll cut it out and all of that. But what you guys have been hearing is a sign that I'm supposed to hang up behind my wall over here that says "Live, Laugh, and Love." It's supposed to go up there on the wall, but I haven't hung it yet, and it keeps wanting to be hung, I believe, because it keeps saying, "Hello, lady, pick me up." Thank you so much. I'm glad you guys like it. I like it too. I am. That was pretty cool, and I have officially quilted one of the things. This is what I said yesterday that I needed to do was on my goals list to get this quilted. So it's quilted. Now I will bind it tomorrow, and yeah, my sewing room. This room is a mess. So this one is a 15-inch, Miss Marissa. Um, I've had it for a couple of years. I got it when it first came out. Now, what makes me mad is 2 years later, now they have the 18-inch. I would have bought the 18-inch. So they have a Moxie XL. This is the just the regular Moxie. But I mean, for what I do, 15 inches is perfect. And it's on an 8-foot frame. So now I'm gonna show you guys. Again, don't judge me because my room is my room and it's not in the best shape right now. So underneath my table, so I use this for storage. So my big rolls are right there. Although I did hear from Miss Susan, I need to get these off the floor. So what I'm gonna do, probably I want to move this cabinet thing here. And if I move this, then I want to hang these rolls, the rolls up here. So I'm going to hang the rolls here and I'm going to move those. Now, I used to have another thing, and I actually think this was so smart of me. But I'm going to sit down so y'all can see. What I did was I took a shelf and I turned it on its side. And this is where I keep all of my other stuff. Like I have wool batting in here. I have my different types of foam from like for my bags. I have like the stabilizer from Miss Annie, like soft and stable. So I have all of that on this shelf. Now, remember at Christmas I was making all those bow cozies? Now this is the bow cozy stuff. This is the one that's all cotton and all that. And see, it lays right there. That's his spot right there. And I have a second one behind it, right behind it. So, and this is just one of those shelves you get from Walmart or somewhere, Target, somewhere I got it from. But I literally just laid it like that. And then back there, I have a big jump box in case there, so for power surge or even if the lights go out, well, that doesn't contribute to me. For some reason, if my power wall is not powered up, this thing here stays powered for 8 hours and I can still run my machine. So I wouldn't lose power if the power goes out. It still runs. But I really, did really well with space and keeping my rolls under here. So I just have to figure out about lifting those rolls off the floor, because I heard they get like a flat side or something like that, but I mean, I want it flat, but I mean, neither here nor there. So I'm like, okay, I really want it flat, but we'll see what happens. Um, and what else? Shannon Fabrics. I love Shannon Fabrics. So on the wall over here, I have like my dies for my quilting. Which box? You talking about underneath the table, Miss Chris? That's not a box. That's one of them little cheap shelves that I done laid on the side. That's like, I guess, Better Homes and Gardens or something like that. Is one of those shelves that stand up. But I laid it on the side and added like stuff. It looks like slots now. So because I added all the way I put everything in there. So it's literally sideways. I laid it on the side. Um, oh, the power box. Yes, ma'am. Let me tell you, child, I have one downstairs now it costs a pretty little penny, but those power boxes, they work. They work. Um, yes, so those power boxes work because I also have some downstairs, and I also have some Jackery boxes, what I use for my for the sewing machines. I mean, for the embroidery machines downstairs and the lasers. So all my lasers are on boxes, all that. But I also have a power wall because I'm special and I don't want to lose power. I mean, we went through a whole thing here in Texas where we lost electricity. Yes, ma'am. If I lose power, I can't work, period. Because I have a whole setup. My house will run like we had everybody's lights were out. All I heard was the thing click over and it kept rolling. So my whole house is backed up. But I learned my lesson from the power failure we had in Texas a few years ago. And I said I would never be without lights if I can help it. And so I can take myself off the grid if I wanted to. So I can help it. All right. So what you guys normally see behind me is my little fabric shelf or whatever. But this is another fabric shelf and where I keep all my dyes. And I think somebody asked me about the dye. What size is your binding dye that you're going to use? I'm thinking about 3 inches. Now I do have a 2.5 one. I got a 5.5 strip dye. I have the 2.5 as well, so maybe the 2.5. So I may use the 2.5, Miss Marissa, because that's perfect for that little quilt. But I have all my little dies are standing here in this area, and then all of my Shannon fabrics are right here. Like all this stuff, this feels amazing. I just like to pet it. Yes, you can tell. So I have all my Shannon fabric stuff right here, and then y'all want to know something? Here's a cheat way to do your t-shirt quilt. There's a whole packet for it by June Taylor. Go figure. Wait a minute. My live broadcast will end in 3 seconds. Why? Wait a minute. Hold on. I don't know why this thing saying it's going to end. I did pet it, Miss Linda. I mean, that feels great. So, are y'all still there? I think you guys are still there. I don't know why I said it was going to end. Hmm. Maybe I don't know. Okay. So I think we're still here. So, okay. Yes, I petted it, Miss Linda. I have my Shannon fabrics here. I just like that stuff. It feels so nice. But back to my reversible t-shirt quilt pack thingy. I'm not going to use it for hours, but I probably will try it. I do want to try it. Because it has everything in the bag. Who knew? And it's by June Taylor. It has 16 square press cloths. I'm sorry, 16-inch square press cloth, a 14 and a half square template, to center and mark your t-shirts, 24 pre-cut 14.5-inch squares of fusible interfacing, 12 pre-cut 14.5-inch squares of batting, 7.5 yards of black sash in the dash casing to join blocks together, and then 6 yards of black binding to finish the quilt. Just add your t-shirts. So we're going to be doing our t-shirt quilt on Sunday. So if you are wanting to do it with us, let's get those shirts cut out. Like I got to do, not tomorrow because I'm teaching a class. Oh my God, I forgot to send that lady my bio. But yes, they have this. It's by June Taylor. And by the way, Quilt and June Taylor are now partners. Actually, I knew that since probably last year sometime before I went to the quilt market. I think the sale was finalizing when we went to quilt market. Okay, I don't remember how that was in here, so I'm gonna have to figure something out. Put it right there for now. So this is my other wall that you guys hadn't really seen. And on this wall is also my my ironing table. And so this is one of my ironing table here. And my AccuQuilt sits at the end of this table right here. Then you guys have seen my cutting table. And I normally am over there cutting. Ooh. Other than that, we looked at my fabric wall one day. So what she says, you're going to be able to complete a ton of projects in your, yes, ma'am. I am. I am. See, you see, I've been using all the stuff I got. That's all. Hey, yes, ma'am, Miss Chris. And you know, I've been thinking about those pillows we made yesterday. That was so easy. Thank y'all again. That was so easy. Like, oh my God. I was thinking about it today. I'm like, oh, I can embroider some names on the pillows. It's like, so and so bookworm or whatever. Put something on there. Cute. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I'm excited about that because those looked great. And I've been thinking about some different material. Like, I love Charlie Brown. I'm going to make my own Charlie Brown reading pillow, even though I don't read like that. But I mean, I put my book that I carry the most is probably my vision board book because I always have that with me. So yeah, I can carry that. I thought about it. I was like, if we put Velcro on the handle, technically you could open it up and attach it to something. Like for me, I travel a lot sometimes, and when I do, if I wanted to take a pillow, I could take my own pillow and I could just strap it to my bag. See, I'm in there. Can I see your green quilt? Hint, hint for Christmas. My green quilt for Christmas. You mean is it a pattern? The green quilt. Oh, wait a minute. Are you talking about my Grinch quilt? The Grinch fabrics? So I did buy me some green minky. Yeah, I'm lost. Tell me what you're asking about. Let me see. Can I see your green quilt for Christmas? Hmm. For Chris. So, oh, I have a panel that is like an advent calendar. Is that what you're talking about? Oh, the lion quilt for the bag. Okay, thank you. Because I'm like over here very lost. Okay, give me a second. So you said no, no. Okay, not that. Then okay, you gonna have to make it plain. Tell me again, please. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Let's see something. So you said for Christmas. I got a lot of Christmas fabrics, Miss Linda. You know this, man. But you said green. Let's see what you're talking about. Let me see. I got the elves. I have the Merry Christmas. Got the socks. Candy canes. More socks. Oh, okay. The quilting lion. Oh, for Christmas? Santa's. This stuff. Okay, let me put this back on this shelf, ma'am. Let's see, Christmas. Because I had a lot of Christmas stuff. I had lots of Christmas stuff. Talking about this, the lion. That wasn't going to be for Christmas. Oh, you're welcome, Dunzel. She wants the quilted lion fabric. You want this for Christmas. Okay, so this is Tula Pink. Um, I don't remember the name of it, but it's definitely Tula. Beautiful Christmas crafts. Thank you. Okay, so this is Tula, and I'm planning to make the bigger version. So this bag right here that I made. Let me take this back off of it. So this bag here, we talk a lot, is the same. I'm gonna make this bigger bag, this larger bag. So this is the pattern. And see how much bigger this bag is. So this is the larger version of this bag is what I'm gonna do with that green. See, I got a pink one. But I learned from my mistakes because this was the first bag I made and I didn't cut this part on the bias. So because I did not cut it on the bias, um, bring a little bit more light in here. Because I didn't cut it on the bias, it it didn't have enough stretch. So I'm planning to use the green lion. And I'm telling y'all now, if I come to a quilting place near you for a retreat or something, you're gonna see this bag because this is gonna hold. I'm gonna find me some inserts, and I'm gonna figure out something. Oh wait, oh 12 a.m. Oh yes, Dunzel, that's late, and it's 11 over here in Texas. So, but I want to make the green because I'm gonna carry it. It's gonna be my bag. I want to carry it outside, but it's huge, and so because it's so big, I'm not really sure yet um, what binding I'm going to use on the inside of here. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to use for the middle part. But yeah, okay. So the green lion is for this bag. All right. guys. Thank you all for hanging out with me tonight as I quilted the kiddos quilt, or a kiddos quilt, not mine. A kiddos quilt. Um, I am going to, I think I've already shut all that down on here. I showed you guys my little junky room. And what else? What else? What else there is? I think that's it. I think that's it. Um, what I want to do, I need to get some more cameras. That would be cool. Uh-oh, I froze. Okay, there I am. Sorry. All right, it is 12:14, 11:14, 10:14, and 9:14 in the US. Oh, you are welcome. Yes, ma'am. We definitely have to do it again. Um, I I was telling Miss Linda yesterday that because she's been fussing about the fact that I don't go. Um, I haven't been live that often. And it feels like okay. I think I'm freezing. So let me do this. I'm going to uh-oh. I think something happened. Not sure what yet, but something has definitely happened to my All right, hey guys, I'm back. Sorry. No, my my thing died. My computer died. That was the problem. So apologize for that. That was me. It was like it froze. No. Miss Chris said maybe she was so tired and her camera fell asleep. No, it didn't. I really, really was. My my computer shut down on me. I kept seeing it freezing, but then all of a sudden it just shut down. I know, Denzel. I know. I was like, it was, yeah, it was a whole, technology. Sometimes it works, sometimes. I'm getting ready to get off here and get some sleep though. But that wasn't me. It wasn't that I was tired. The computer was like, "Girl, bye," because I've been using it and I didn't necessarily. Um, I didn't have it plugged in. It's my fault. Wasn't plugged in. So, all right. Well, thank you all for hanging in there with me. Now I'm gonna have to go back and edit this, and I don't even know how many minutes that was, but I appreciate you all for hanging in there with me. Yep, it was my fault, Miss Linda. It was so my fault. Like literally, I did not plug in the computer. I've been rolling it around this room for 2 hours. Um, it still has some time on it, but I don't know what all it's about. Yes. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna have me some old school candy. I got some Boston. I keep Boston baked beans up in my room. My little guilty pleasure, some Boston baked beans. I'm gonna have me some Boston baked beans, and I am going to call it a night. But thank you all for hanging out. Oh, you blamed her for getting some coffee. Oh my gosh, that is funny. Look, Denzel. I mean, look, I call Denzel. Denzel. Denzel, you have a good night as well. You gonna go in the closet and eat them? That's funny, Miss Linda. Yeah, you don't want her to know. Mm-mm. Nope, nope. All right. Well, thank you all for working with me. We got one quilted, one down for the week. By the end of the week, I'm planning to have at least two, maybe three. I'm definitely gonna have my t-shirts cut out, so got to do that. But tomorrow night, I'm teaching a class, so. But have a great evening. I will talk to you all later this week. And if you're planning on sewing with us, have a good time. Oh, you're welcome, Miss Chris. I'm glad I was able to do that. I do love that little Moxie. I know it's not the top end, but for me and what I do, it's perfect. It's perfect. Yep. And so with the fact that it has all the automation capabilities, absolutely love it. Well, again, thank you all for hanging out with me and hanging in there even when I was off the camera. So have a great evening. Thank you all. Um, and I will talk with you all later on in the week. Bye.